On a 2002 Nissan Sentra, I'm doing front rotors and pads, getting a lot of chatter, getting some noise out of them. So and when I brake hard at speed, I could feel a lot of shaking. So most of the time it's the rotors. When I feel those rotors, they feel a little out of round. I definitely need to do the rear rotors and pads as well, which is a little annoying because I did just do the pads recently, but maybe I didn't have a match set. I might have accidentally put ceramics on a non, or something else on. So tires coming off, car's jacked up in the air, and let's see what it looks like. Under the wheel. Pretty straightforward. 2 bolts on the back here. Take this off. Looks like the rotor is just held on with the wheel itself. So I'm gonna get those 2 out. I'm probably gonna have to take this piece off as well. But let me take the caliper off first and see what it looks like. You could see how the back pad was kind of cutting an edge. That had to be making some noise. I don't know what was going on with that. The pads still have meat in them, but I've got the parts, I've got it apart. I might as well swap it out. So next step will be to take this cage off here. Part of the slider guides is missing as well. Got a nice long breaker bar. Let's see if I can do this without sliding it off the jack. Oh, there's the other piece. Okay. This rotor doesn't look terrible. It looks like it was changed at some point. You could see, I don't know. You can actually almost see the wobble in it. Look at it from the edge. I'm getting one of the new rotors out and some brake cleaner, so I can clean the new rotor when I put it on. And then, actually, before that, let me squeeze the piston down. I know there's cool ways of doing it with a couple of box wrenches, or sorry, those wrenches, but I don't know, I kind of like this way. Also gives me a little bit of a feel for how everything is moving. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the new and old rotor. You can see there is some noticeable difference in sizing. New rotor is definitely thicker, so the old one could have been ground down at some point. So I'll keep the old ones just in case I don't like the new one or it has any other problems. But it looks like there's a lot more meat on this new one. My brake cleaner lost its nozzle. If it'll work. You know what? Do it off of. Getting a nice top layer of grease on top of that. That's good. All right. These slides don't feel like they need to be greased, really. I'll leave them the way they are. I always do that. I always put these on, try to put these on backwards. Now we put the sliders in. You see they've got little tabs that you could just kind of knock down, make sure that it's all nice and tight. They're a nice fit, actually. It's pretty good. All right, so my sliders came with, actually the whole pack came with some grease. I think. I don't know if these totally dried out. There we go. feels kind of loose actually, but these are the right parts. That's what they say at least. Give this a last little clean. Okay, once the wheel's on there tight, that'll hold it. And it looks like we're done with this side. Just got to put the tire back on. And then move over to the other side. Okay, after I take this out for a test drive, I'll check through and retorque everything, make sure, and I'll use a torque wrench for that. So on to the other side, do the same thing. Just realized I did this wrong. I should have put one spring back on each side. I only put one on this one side, or at least two on this one side. Oopsie. Basically what these will do is they'll actually help to push the pads apart. That's going to be a problem. I'm going to have to take one of these off the other side. That's probably why it felt so loose on this side going up and down. I really should have paid better attention to what I was doing. So, I'll leave these at the bottom. What do they do? They hook into the, they'll hook into the squealer. And they go like that. So they go behind and they hook in under there. Let me switch to one on the other side and then, yeah, take it from there. So, right back with the quick swap out. Okay, that took a little bit of figuring out, but that looks correct, like that. So, what I need to do with each of these, each side, is I actually slip this little tab. If you look, the tab goes up to about there. It looks like it fits in right there. You could probably jam it in front of it, but to be honest with you, it feels like that's just going to rip it off. Put it in here, which might be wrong. It does give it a little bit of back pressure. It does actually push back on it. Some, not a lot, but enough. Wow, see, that just pushes it right back out. All right, let's do the same for the other side. Or get the other side in rather. And then I can get the caliper right over top to hold everything in place. So I have the wheel up off the ground on the other side, so I can actually spin both of these now. Last thing to do is put the tires on, set everything down on the ground, and then follow the directions to actually bed in the brakes. Okay, and that's it. I mean, this is simple. This is something anybody can do in their own driveway. So, I mean, save yourself some money, do it yourself. Read the directions, make sure you use a little bit of lube on the sliders, and read the directions for breaking in the rotors and the pads to each other. That's about it. So I'm going to take this out for a test drive, and I am done. And yes, you might notice that the tires look to be kind of what's that, not cast in, I think that is. You could really see it on this side. Actually, you can't as much now that both sides are down, but once you drive the car, that'll all settle out. So if you're seeing that, don't freak out, drive it. Recheck your torque on all of your wheel studs once you're done driving it, and you should be pretty much all set at that point. Once again, make sure to read the directions for your specific brake pads and rotors. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and do it yourself, save some money.